I want to issue you a warning. Don't watch anime. At least that's what a substantial portion of humanity will tell you. Substantial being approximately 28.14% of the population. And that's just in the US. Now, given that there are at least 333 million Hito that are gracing these United States with their presence, that's going to give us at least 94 million American citizens that don't watch anime. That is how you say people in the Japanese tongue, right? Hito? 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 Now, while that pales in comparison to the 75%, or in other words, 240 million US citizens that do watch anime, 94 million individuals still is not an insignificant number. So why is it that this substantial portion of America is choosing not to watch anime? Now, of course, there are going to be those people who just don't find anime appealing. And while there are many of us who probably will say that those individuals have a screw loose, it is their prerogative. But there are also those who despise anime with every fiber of their being. And these are just some of the reasons why. Now, before I list off their reasoning, I just want to preface this by saying that many of you are probably going to think that this is BS. And I'm not talking about that type of BS. The type of BS I'm talking about is the type of BS that people generally pull out of their behinds when they don't have anything positive to say due to the constant consumption of junk food that is negative content. And that really does sound like that type of BS. Anywho, the reasoning behind an individual who believes that you shouldn't be watching anime is generally going to be rooted in the number of negative effects that they believe the anime has on the individual watching. Now, these negative effects can vary, with one of them being mental health, with some critics suggesting that anime fans may be at a higher risk of mental health issues like anxiety, depression, and thoughts that lead to. If you've watched King's Game, then you already know what I'm trying to say. And as it pertains to mental health, some critics even say the anime can be addictive, leading to loss of productivity and sleep issues. Another con that these detractors of anime will present is its supposed unrealistic body ideals, which can lead to low self-esteem and body dissatisfaction, along with gender stereotyping, which they believe is rooted in the portrayal of female characters being submissive or overly sexualized. Because we all know that our manga and anime artists are very fond of the vavavooms, the bazungas, the tiddlybits, or in the words of my boy Issei from High School DxD. Jump please! For an individual who's a proponent of not watching anime, they're even going to have an issue in some cases with the sub-dub variations, right? With some detractors even arguing that it could be difficult to watch for someone who has a learning disability, or that reading the subtitles can take away from the actual animation. And as far as the dubs are concerned, they may argue that the translations aren't always accurate, or that not every anime has a dub, so that may bring into question as to whether or not they're being all-inclusive or not. One of the main reasons that an individual would tell you not to watch an anime is going to be the violence. Because boy, can they get violent. Or maybe it's this twerking Shoto Todoroki that turns people away. And what the detractors will argue is that this extremely violent and graphic content is going to somehow normalize aggression in a young mind, even cause nightmares for the kiddos. Now, while it is not the intention of this video to disparage our detractors' beliefs, I would ask that you also consider the benefits. And while there are a multitude of pros to watching anime, creative storytelling, the opportunity for community and fandom, the cultural awareness that's going to come along with you watching anime, it can be a stress relief, it can cause you to be in a better mood. I mean, there are so many reasons that a person should watch anime, right? But I really just want to focus on one piece. One piece of information which for all of our detractors should at least cause you to pause in your conquest against anime. Let's talk about reality for a second. Most human beings are going to spend at least 40 hours a week out of their 168-hour week working, toiling, grinding, problem solving in high-stress environments, yelling or being yelled at, whether that be at school or whether that be in the workforce. At the end of it all, only to be left in search for some saving grace And I know some of you are thinking, well, saving grace, so that's Jesus Christ. And while that may be correct, Jesus Christ is like up here, and anime is like up in here somewhere. What up, JC? So what it boils down to in a nutshell is relatability. Because through the good days, the bad days, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the yes, the no's, through the trials and tribulations that we have to endure as human beings on a daily basis, it all just comes back to one central thing. We all just want to be understood. And as a wise man once told me, and is constantly telling me, understanding is the best thing in the world. So whether you had a long day at work or at school, you come back home, kick back, you relax, you throw on your favorite anime, and you see these anime characters on the screen, and you can relate to them. Let me tell you, there's no greater feeling than being at home and feeling at home. So to all my anime critics and detractors, I would charge you, get with community, let them recommend you some anime, and just give it a shot. I mean, what do you have to lose? Because I would hate for you all to miss out on this feeling. As I stated earlier, in the words of Dorothy, famous movie line, there's no place like home. As a matter of fact, I think they have an anime rendition of that out too. Not sure if it's worth the watch or not though. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. If you found any value in this video, please leave a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And I will see you all aboard on the next video. Luffy Black out. So you've made it to the end of the video. We appreciate you guys for sticking around this long. Hey, if you like this video, check out some of our other content. We have a celebrity look-alike anime edition we've done. We also have other podcast episodes. Just check us out. Look, we really love you guys. We appreciate what you guys are. Oh God, Charge Man King.
Yeah.
Check out some of the other videos.
Get back here.